Welcome back to another reaction for Tomb Raider King episode 6. This is a great zoomification.
そりゃないんじゃないですか、大柄大聖さん。
Impeccable animation.
そりゃないんじゃないですか、大柄大聖さん。人に支配力を使うなんて。
おお、思ったよりはできるようだ。異物の扱いにも慣れているようだし、動きもなかなかではあるが。相手ではないな。
I don't even know why you retreated, but sure.
異物の力が途中で消えるなど、どういうことだ。
気づかなかったのか。探し物はこれだろ。
貴様、いつの間に。
あんたが俺を一番褒めてくれたのがこのスリの才能だった。神
Lonely God's Invitation, Great SS, God Great. Okay, limited amount of uses.
残念だが今の俺には支配力が足りない。
随分と楽しませてくれる。お前たちは本当に死にたいようだな。
相手の精神を操って屈服させる征服の異物。本気でこれを使う気なのか。
Okay. I mean, why would he not use it? What is the downside of using it? Is it a limited amount of uses? Because clearly you don't care that people see you using relics and doing stuff to people, so why should he care? He even has the power to make everyone look the other way.
物と同じ規制型だからあの体のどこにあるかがわからない。しかも鎧の異物まで持っている今の大河原はまるで難攻不落の要塞だ。
Seemingly not impregnable enough for you to just steal his shit.
随分と大胆だな。異物の存在を知られても構わないのか。
後始末は大変だろうが、貴様らを放っておく方がもっと厄介になりそうだ。今ここで蹴りをつけさせてもらおう。おとなしく服従しろ。
I thought this was the relic that he was using before. I don't know.
愚かな人間め。間抜けで救いようがないな。今すぐその力を収めろ。
なんだ、カラス。
ここは卑劣なジャッカルと犬が眠る場所。力を収めれば奴らが目覚める。
目の前に現れるのか。探す手間が省けて助かる。
So, I guess because all these tombs came out of nowhere, I'm guessing that there's some kind of being that these tombs are connected to. He was talking about the jackal and whatever, jackal and dog. So similar to the crow, probably some kind of deity or godlike entity that are going to awaken and then probably hunt down relic users, I assume. Again, similar to the crow. And I guess there are a lot of these around, these kind of entities. And this may be the reason why the tombs exist, why it happened, and essentially what the end goal is of the tombs. Maybe this is to awaken all of these entities. Every entity then chooses maybe a pawn, and these pawns fight against another to see which entity comes out on top.
現れるのか。探す手間が省けて助かる。
ジャッカルと犬？ここに異物があるのか。
カラス。こいつらを処理したらお前もいただくとしよう。
So this is what the tumification is about, I guess.
愚かなやつだ。
なんだ、何が起きている。
I also don't understand all of them get warned by the crow that, hey, you shouldn't do this. This is a bad idea. And they're all like, yeah, I'm not listening to you at all. Even though you are a crow that appeared out of nowhere and has some kind of aura around it. And probably I can feel that you are somewhat strong, but I'm not going to listen to you.
地震で
兄貴、
これは
Dangerous Egyptian pathogens are attempting to invade your body. Interesting. The relics have been damaged by the power of multiple death relics. Relics with catastrophic powers are approaching. The only thing that I find somewhat interesting here would be the pathogens. So first off, Egyptian. So we know what area. Death relics is like, okay, sure, yeah, we need to one-up the relics somehow, I guess. Catastrophic powers, sure. But I like the idea that these tombs are not only relics, but also similar to normal tombs, areas that have like traps and potential pathogens that are used to kill invaders. For someone who has like a million, who's super powerful and has a bunch of relics, why is he running away from stones? Sure, shouldn't you have like a relic to have an armor relic? They should not do anything against you. Okay, Sphinx, there's the Jackal, and there's Hyde.
1月、地下の欲望の園で木が熟す。そこから世界を混沌に陥れる大きな災いが始まる。
Good old Sphinx, Pyramid.
やはり間違いない。これは明らかに大古墳化だ。
The Great Tumification. So is that only one big tomb that is doing that, or is that happening all over the place? Is that similar to the tomb we had in Japan that destroyed your, apartment, even though you should have known it would do that, but for some reason you didn't? Yada yada yada.
リョウがこれは一体どうなってるんだ。
ダメだ。大河原のせいでここに閉じ込められた。
なぜだ、今までこんなことはなかったのに。
閉じ込められた？どうすりゃいいんだよ。
今世界のあちこちで数えきれないほどの古墳化が同時多発的に起こっているんだろう。これはさすがに予想外だ。
お前たちは誰だ。
Okay, so a bunch of tombs all over the world are coming out. Okay, I mean Egyptian, where we are. This looks like Incan, right? Inca, Maya kind of tomb. No clue. Penis tomb?
私は誰だ。
Similar to the crow.
やはりセト神の遺物だ。エジプト旧柱の神の一つ、セト神。
That's a relic set. Now, I assumed what he was talking about was a set of relics. Like you have, a book, armor, whatever. A bunch of different relics that together make a set, not the literal set.
セトシンの遺物だ。エジプト旧柱の神の一つ、セトシンは砂漠と闇、破壊と悪の神だ。
これは何の騒ぎですか？
So one is the dog, one is the jackal. I guess the white one is the jackal. I don't know.
人間ごときがこの騒ぎを起こして我々を目覚めさせただと。
もう一匹現れた。
いや、2匹だ。黒いドーベルマンのようなやつが。
Really? Doberman. I guess.
アヌビス。そしてあの喋る首飾りがオーシリスだ。
Why Osiris is female normally, right? Why don't they have a body?
オシリスも旧柱の神の一つで、豊穣と冥界の神。手鍵と唐竿はオシリ
He
スの
okay,
象
no
徴
mind
だ。
then.
アヌビスは亡者と壮霊を司る神。死者を冥界へと導く。そうそうたる神クラスの異物が一度に3体も。
Okay, where's the fourth one?
こりゃ全世界が墓に飲み込まれるわけだ。
取るに足りない人間どもが我々を
Where's Ra? You know, the Egyptian god Ra?
一度に目覚めさせる力を持っている。
くだらん話をするな。
一度に目覚めさせる力を持っている。
くだらん話をするな。ただの偶然に決まっている。これは何の匂いだ？随分と馴染みのある匂いだが。品位を保てせと。品位？人間どもと同じ空間にいて品位など保てるか？
かなりご立腹のようだな。
こいつらを皆殺しにしてやれば、このヘドが出るような気分も晴れるだろう。
来るか？やれるならやってみろ。お前らただで済むと思うなよ。
Oh no, the item that reflects any attack? Who would have thought?
そんなもので何をしようというのだ。見たところ我々よりはるかに低いレベルのようだが、人間の分際で我々を見くびるなよ。
目には目を、歯には歯を。自らの力の威力をそのまま受け取れ。
これはまさか。
レベルだけ見て判断するからこういうことになるんだ。
カラスだ。カラスだと？あの人間からはカラ
The crow? I don't know.
スの匂いがしやがる。今の攻撃で確かに感じた。人間の味方をした裏切り者のあいつか。だが封印したはずだろ。鼻がいかれたんじゃないか。こやつめ、何を言う。我の鼻がおかしいと。
さあさあ、お二人とも落ち着いて。あの傲慢な奴は我の試練で懲らしめてやります。
今試練と言ったな。
Also, the try itself is enough punishment. So if you defeat the try punishment, oh, it's Anubis, yeah. And the feather.
羽だ。このはかり、まさか。
Normally it would be your heart, not yourself on the scale, right? I don't... So, supposedly Anubis weighed your heart against the feather to see if you deserve to not go to hell or something like that. Something around, or get punishment. Now, I don't really know, was that more like a sham trial? Or is that a real trial? Where Anubis is still, because Anubis is not really a bad god. He's a god of death. But is there the try where he really is taking all your sins in the form of the heart and weighing it against the feather? And if you are sin-free or your sins are lighter than the feather, it's fine. Or is it a sham trial where, you know, your heart is always heavier than the feather, so you get judged anyway?
気分はいかがですか？これは審判の計り。それではこれより審判を始めましょう。
I mean, he looks somewhat neat as Anubis.
始めましょう。
やはりそうか。以前アヌビスの遺物の所有者に聞いたことがある。審判は質疑応答で進み、アヌビスの簡単な質問に全てはいと答えていくと言っていた。これが試練だと？随分と舐められたもんだ。
これより陪審員たちの前で42個の質
Okay,
問
yes.
をします。
Yes.
すべてにはいと答えられればクリア。
If you can answer them all in the affirmative, you pass. I guess it's like a trick question. Where it's like, yeah, people could see it as you need to say what is true or positive or something like that, instead of just saying yes.
ですが嘘を言えば大変な代償を払うことになる。
よし、聞いていた通りのようだ。
Oh, wait. So it may be, again, I may be reading too much into it. It may be that you need to say yes to all the questions. But if you are lying, you get punished. You get hurt. You get some kind like electroshock, or maybe you get tortured. But if you answer all the questions with yes, literally yes, and you go through all the punishments for lying on some of these, you win. That's the idea?
最初の質問。貴様は盗みを働いたことはないか？
あるよ。それもな。
I mean, you know that you are just supposed to say yes. What do you fucking care? We saw you steal. This would be some. This would make a lot more sense if we didn't see him steal like a second ago.
どうも。
答えることができませんか？
待て、考えてる途中だ。
では次の質問。貴様は嘘をついたことはないか？
くっそ、なんでこんな質問ばかりなんだ。
Does it fucking matter? You're supposed to just say yes. It doesn't matter what questions he's asking. Ignore the question. Say yes. You heard that you are only supposed to say yes. It doesn't matter what he... The whole time you don't fucking care about anything. You're an asshole. You are like evil, somewhat at least. And now you're like, oh, what are these questions? Oh, I have stolen a lot. I don't fucking care. Just say yes. Your character should not care at all about any of this. Because you know, if you just say yes, you get the relic. So what the fuck do you care what the question is?
貴様は人を殴ったことはないか？
ちくしょう。これは確かに簡単な質問だが。
ただはいと答えればいいです。質問は覚えてないけど、すごく簡単でした。
罪を犯すほど生きていない子供だからこそクリアできる。
For a kid who had yet to commit any sins, children commit a million sins. Children are not sin-free. That's not how it works. Because the sins are normally related to the rules, and the rules are already set in place, and children don't know the rules, so they inadvertently go against the rules. Now, in most cases where you are weighing the sins of someone, it's more about them seeing what the sins are about.
試練だったんだ。
Also, if the Scheid got asked the same question, he would have lied. Because have you hit someone and have you stolen something? And the kid is saying yes, but they didn't steal anything. So, because I am assuming a lot of children did not steal something, then he would have lied and he would have been punished. But that was not the case. So just say yes.
ジャッジメント。残りの質問をする必要はありません。人間は皆罪深い。審判は終わりました。次は地獄の見物と行きましょう。ちょっと待ってくれ。
He didn't even try to say yes to one of them. Right? Also, the trial was simple. The trial was, hey, you are supposed to answer in the affirmative, and if you lie, you get punished. The first question was, have you ever stolen? So if he just says yes, he did not lie, he should not get punished, and it should work with answering in the affirmative. Because this is not the Anubis trial. Because in the Anubis trial, it would be your sins that get judged against the feather, but here it is not. At least this is not what he said. Now it could be, but this is not what the story showed us. I would assume that the trial that he is using, he's showing as if it is the original Anubis trial, but he is not really using the original. I don't even know what the Anubis trial, if the Anubis trial is the same. Trial of Anubis is limited time boss event Assassin's Creed. Fuck you. I have never looked at Assassin's Creed. What the mythological weighing of the heart in ancient Egyptian religion of the boss battle. Fuck off. Anubis places the dead person's heart on a scale against the feather of truth, Ma'at. If the heart was light and pure, the soul entered paradise. If it was heavy with sin, it was eaten by the monster Amit, which I'm assuming is coming up now. But there was no questioning, there was no answering, there was no saying falsehood. It was just feather, heart. So I'm assuming that the scale was just to make you believe it is the same trial. And even though, let's say it is, Anubis doesn't need to ask you questions to know if you have sinned. So.
俺は生きてるのか。ここはなんだ。
That is not Ahmed.
まったくゾンビの群れなんて一体どういう状況なんだよ。最後まで苦しんでしまったか。
Don't you have access? Don't you have a knife? Or are we supposed to acknowledge that your relics are gone?
.相当苦戦してるようだな。直接力を貸すのは久しぶりだ。感謝しろ、剛力凌河。
Why are they not doing anything against the old guy? Because he's clearly also someone who has some power.
兄貴。
中で一体何が起きているんだ。
This character, by the way, is pretty shit. He's written really. He's a god, supposedly. Can't you at least make them be awesome, be like dignified, massive, strong, not like this little whiny bitch?
何時間がかかるちょっと待てどうしたんだ審判の空間にひびが入っていくこんなことは見たことがないまさか
I've never seen anything like it. Could it be? You have no idea if you have never seen anything like it?
そんなはずはなんてことだ人間ごときが一体どうやって待てあやつはカラスやはりあいつの仕業だったかこの恥知らずの裏切り者めアヌビスどうした何があった決まってるだろあのカラスにやられたんだ確かに封印したのにどうやってここへ人間の味方をして仲間を攻撃しその力まで食らい尽くしたことを忘れてはいない八つ咲きにしても許せんやつだ
あの話は本当か
おのれこうなった以上皆まとめて葬ってくれよさあ好きなだけ暴れるがいいせいぜいあがいてみろ人間ども
Why do both of them have like zombie reanimation? Where's this thing even coming from? For all of these.
人間よ、これ以上は私も手伝えない。
そうだろうなこっちも望んでない
ほう、何故に動揺しないのだ。
さっきとは状況が違うここでは存分に力を使うことができるからな
やはり面白いやつだ。
調子に乗りおってあの人間め無駄なことだ亡者軍団は無限に湧いてくるからな
キリがないな本体を探してケリをつけるかさあ選手交代だ
ここはどこだまるで故郷に戻ったようだな
エジプトの葬儀師が取り付いたナイフよ同じエジプト系だが何か感じるか
アヌビス様が近くにいらっしゃるのか力がみなぎるな
ならそのアヌビス様がどこにいるのかをお前は探し出せるよな一緒に挨拶に行こう
それはいい考えだな
じゃあ向かうとしよう
I'm assuming the knife should be able to tell what he wants to do and not that he wants to pay respect. I do like the idea to be like, hey, we have different artifacts of different mythological eras or areas, and they can interact with one another. They have like somewhat affinity to one another, where he can use the knife to find the real body of Anubis, which doesn't really matter because it's the other guy that is doing this, right? Not Anubis, but I don't know what the other guy is. I do not remember. Because we have Anubis, Osiris, and whatever, the white doggies. But you know, the idea, not bad. I like that. If it's being used more than now, like in the future, maybe the katana can find the crow or whatever. Because then it would make more sense that we have like themes for the relics, and we can have a bunch of different relics and they have connections. But I feel like this is a one-time only. Wasn't this like rank D or whatever? Wasn't this pretty low rank?
これは一体。おお、正気に戻ったか、アヌビス。
お二人の力を使われたのですか。
そうだ、致し方なく。異物を食らうカラスが現れたからな。
まさか本当にあの封印されたカラスが。
What? The real body stands back, not moving towards you? Who would have thought? I believed it was one of them that would attack you. That is the real body.
こうしている場合ではない。
This would have made a lot more sense because they all have like stuff on their chest. If instead of having a specific body of zombie, be the relics that they have like a little, they are hidden somewhere not obvious, then you know the zombies that don't attack.
早く他の奴らに知らせねば。見つけたぞ。なぜバレたのだ。ありえな。
オーシリス様。なんてことだ。
ジャッジメント。さあ、黙って俺の話を聞け。さっきの審判は無効だ。もう一度やり直せ。わかっ
No.
たな。
バカを言うな。やり直したところで貴様はクリアできないだろう。
断言するが、俺は必ずクリアする。
それでは最初の質問。
お前は今から俺の言う通りに問題を出すんだ。1問目、お前は盗みを働いたか。
何？盗みを働いたか尋ねろとはふざけるにも程があるだろう。
お前は盗みを働いたか。
This doesn't make any sense. First off, why is he so close? Last time he was further away. Second, I'm assuming that as soon as you are in this judgment area, he has full control of what is happening here because this is his domain, essentially. But somehow nothing of that matters. Why are you even here? This judgment is void anyway. Right? Because we are not judging him against the feather, we are judging him and Anubis against the feather now. Wouldn't it make more sense to just not do what he wants and die instead?
お前は盗みを働いたか。
なんだって聞こえないな。
お前は盗みを働いたか。
働いたかとはなんだ。口の聞き方を慎め。払って。
Okay, skip. Skip.
何にするか。
残りの41の人たちよ。ございますか。
I so don't fucking care.
一体。どうなってる。
We should not forget, this is the same character who was unable to answer the question before. And why? So it doesn't really matter if you committed sins or not. You just needed to answer the question with yes and done. Like, why didn't you do that before? I don't fucking care. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, he has a relic. How? Who would have thought?
No.
Successfully subjugated the Egyptian god Great Relic. Your dominance over it has increased. Resistance to death relics has increased. Your skill tolerance has risen. Yeah, I want to read. I don't want to see you. Explorer of the Great Tomb. Your skill excavation has risen. You have obtained a new title. Affinity has slightly decreased. Tomb Raider stats have improved. Okay. The only one that is somewhat interesting because he lost affinity again, but he got Tomb Raider stats this time instead of dominance.
カラスのやつふざけやがって。
おい君、君の実力を見誤っていたようだ。すまない。先ほどは失礼をした。改めて提案する。
He already declined your offer like 3 times. Are you fucking kidding?
どうだ、私と手を組んでみないか。気づいているだろうが、これからは全く新しい世の中になる。君のような人材には大きな可能性があるだろう。TKBM の会長として君が必要とするサポートを約束しよう。私のもとに来い。
He has an armor relic, right? What's the whole point? He has an armor relic, and that is why you couldn't do this before, right? So I'm assuming it still doesn't work. He's most likely not going to be able to kill him. Also, what is the downside working for him? He is a powerful man. He has a lot of assets. You just need to be careful to not, the contract wise, you need to be careful not to be fucked over that way. And then you can just use all his assets and stuff to further your own goal. Right? Maybe even take over the company. Or, you know, you could go against him. Again, I assume this shouldn't kill him. He has an armor relic. Right? He has an armor relic. You had a knife at his throat, but you didn't kill him that time. Now you are trying. I don't care. I don't like the main character. I don't like how some of these characters are written. The gods are goofy fucking characters for some reason. Our main character, at one point, he's supposed to be like this cutthroat, cool kind character. In the next second, he's unable to just answer a simple question. And now the question seemingly is fine to be answered, and he's now, somehow Anubis is, even though he's using his power, Anubis doesn't have any power inside of his trial anymore, for whatever reason.